Hello, it's Elise again. Sorry, I think I didn't know the video started, but it has. So, I hope the sound quality of this video is better than the previous one, because I got quite a few comments about the fact that the sound quality was not good enough and stuff like that. So, I hope it's a little bit better this time. If not, I don't know what to do. And anyway, I was thinking that, yeah, I want you to see my videos, but at the same time I do these videos mostly for me. So in the sense that I found therapeutic the fact that I'm able to express how I feel and then listen to it, and it just makes me realize, what I really analyze more what I feel and realize what I'm saying. So yeah, as I was saying in my previous videos, it's pretty like I'm doing quite well, because I know, this might sound a little bit strange for a few people, but I have realized that I really have no reason to feel bad about myself, basically. And I think, and I really, really encourage, I mean, I know, okay, I don't want to like say, oh, what I'm doing is right, but I would say it's helping me, this like stopping this dependency from men. It's really helping me to find an inner strength. I don't know, like I just it really doesn't help your confidence, your self-esteem, to put yourself through a constant search for a guy, in the sense that you will go into this like I don't know, at least for me, I would say I was constantly looking for that confirmation in a guy, any guy that could tell me, that I look nice, that I am lovable, likable, and I thought that by going on as many dates as possible, sleeping with guys, then I could find somebody. I was just thinking, I was just looking for somebody, basically. But that does the opposite. Like, you find yourself, your self-esteem goes a little bit tips up. You put yourself through, at least I did, a very high number of dates and encounters and things like that, and that doesn't make you feel better about yourself, because obviously you will meet rejection, or you will reject, you will meet disappointment, you will be disappointment. You can't expect anything from anybody, really, because bottom line is, all these people are strangers, are complete strangers, Whenever you meet somebody off a dating site, or even somebody that you just met, like in a club or, at a bus stop, essentially that's a stranger. So, trying to build a rapport in a short period of time is a good chance to lead to frustration, or disillusion of expectations, or things like that, because you just don't know each other. So but that's not the point. I mean, for me, it's important to really find my own happiness, on my own, and it's just such a relief not to have that dependency. It's still there, I still think, oh, what am I gonna do, because I don't go to a place where I could, the club I used to go to, or I don't go on the dating sites I was on all the time. I don't go on Facebook. I don't chat to anybody. and those were like habits. But I'm finding myself, thinking better things about myself, and thinking, I don't even need to do that. I don't need to, I don't need to be on a dating site. There's plenty of guys out there that want to speak to me. I don't, and I can kind of like enjoy what I do a little bit more, because that's what's going on tonight. I'm gonna see my friends tonight, or on Saturday night I'm going to this guy's birthday, his friend's birthday, or on Sunday night I'm gonna go to this other place. I'm not so projected into like, then I'm gonna speak to this guy, or I'm waiting for somebody's message, or going on a date or something like that. It's more about the present, the moment, and of course I have to be careful not to cut off the possibility of meeting somebody, because then you almost go into this mode where, oh, I'm fine on my own. So I do, for instance, the other day I was at the bus stop, as I was saying before, and this guy started talking to me, and I responded, and and then he asked me for my number, and I gave him my number, and he called me, and to be honest, I told him the truth. I told him I don't want to really get into anything at the moment, apart from friendship. Certainly, yeah, I don't want to. So, and I don't want to think about it. I don't want to stress about it. I just don't want to. It's just too good to be true. And so obviously this is not something that I'm doing on my own. I have support of people. There's people that I can call. There's moments where it's more difficult, and as I was saying before, most of the things that we find difficult is because they are routine. It's like quitting cigarettes. More than anything, you can't quit the routine of smoking cigarettes. So after lunch or stuff like that. That's exactly what it is, a routine and a habit. You structure your life around this habit, and then you take it away and you don't really know what to do with yourself. But then after a while you realize, thank God I don't do that anymore. Just like smoking, after a while you're grateful. You have some cravings here and there, but you're more and more aware that you've done the right thing, and all of a sudden you can breathe better, and you can walk for longer distances, and it's exactly the same thing. At first you think, what am I going to do? And then I found myself thinking, I don't need the internet. I don't need to find that confirmation somewhere. It's there for me all the time, everywhere I go. It's up to me also to talk to people, to open up, to whoever I come across with, and it's so much better. It's just because ultimately I thought that I had to be meeting somebody online because, again, I'm transgender, therefore la-di-da-di-da. But that all comes down to the fact that then in the end you think that you're less than. You think somehow there's something either different or lacking within yourself, therefore you can't meet people in normal, in like regular situations. And that's how bullshit, because there's another way to feel better about yourself, to think of yourself and it's less than, and it's tricky, and it's not true, we are people. Some people who will be attracted to us. Some people will be attracted to other people. Some people, sorry, I'm developing a real fringe obsession. some people, as I was saying, will be attracted to you as a person, you know, will see an attractive lady and end up to be transgender. Really, this threat of having to feel like, you know, you're less than or stuff like that, it's quite common for a lot of people, even though they're not transgender. That's what I realized, you know. So making a decision of not thinking negatively about yourself is something that is not just for transgender people, it's just for people. So yeah, I'm feeling like that at the moment. Also, I realize, you know, how I find lots of ways to feel better about myself. And, you know, for instance, this morning I went on Facebook just for, like, quickly, and in that space of time I saw the message of this girl that I know. She's trans and I think she's very pretty, blah blah blah, and then there was this message of this guy saying how pretty she was. In my head I already done this story where she was so much better than me, and basically I ended up feeling bad about myself in the space of 2 minutes being on Facebook, because that's how my mind works. And then I closed it straight away, and I was like, obviously this is not good for me, you know. And I'm not saying it's not good for anybody, but for me it isn't. And yeah, then in terms of, there's also the facial feminization surgery thing that I talk about sometimes. And that again, I do think to a certain extent is another way to feel better about myself, because I would watch videos of girls that have had facial feminization. I had, you know, there's a kind of a group on Yahoo that I belong to where people talk about these things and share pictures, and every time I look at things like that, and obviously the good pictures, I'm like, I really want it. I really feel like, you know, it could be amazing, and, you know, for my bra boxing and stuff, and maybe here. And I just, you know, but then again, I think, is that a way to feel better about myself? You know, is that another way in which I feel bad about myself? Because I look at people and think, oh yeah, they have this better than me that I want, whereas maybe I have already everything I need. I am already enough as I am. And that's a question that I make myself, and I'm happy that I'm questioning myself, and you know, I'll take however long it takes to make this decision. And if I don't make it, it's because I want to be happy within myself, and that's not what I need. And if I make it, I still want to get to the point where I'm happy within myself, and not doing it to become happy within myself, because that won't do that. That would just be like a body modification, you know. That it's a bit like, you know, having larger breasts. It's a bit of a perk. These on its own would not give me happiness within myself. That's something that I'm working on with other things, you know, that don't have to do that much with my body. And I then basically will be the same thing for my forehead, whatever it is that I do. Okay, so this is where I'm at the moment, and I'm wearing the same vest that I was wearing in the other video, because, you know, I do. And so yeah, big kiss and bye bye.